Huh?
They connected so many cables.
Ah.
If I remove to bring it there,
Ah.
we should have a dedicated one at
ஆமாம் ஆமாம்
cable.
ஆமாம் ஆமாம்.
I'll ask Gajananji.
I can bring mine.
உங்களுக்கு இப்போ கொண்டு வரட்டுமா?
I have two.
Thursday I will come and set up some. Today live stream is on. In that room there is a laptop.
श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः. श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि. सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवाकं सस्तनूभिः विषेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. दुर्गासूक्तम ने ॐ जातवेतसे सुनवामसो ममरातीयतो निगृहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुं दुदितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टाम् दुर्गां देवीगं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं वारयानव्यो अस्मात् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूश्च पृथिवी बहुला न उर्वी भवातोकायतनयाय संयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्ननावा दुरितादिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं भूत्यवितातनूनाम् पृतनाजितकं सहमानमुग्रमग्नकं कुवेम परमात्सदत्सादे स नः परिषदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुदितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमीड्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होता नव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्जाग्ने तनुवं विप्रया स्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्तपृष्ठमपि संवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गी प्रचोदयात्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So last class we saw Padartha Vilakshana Turiyam alone remains. Now what is that enquiry? So Onkara Vichara. So what is that Vichara? We have to see. This understanding that there is no substance called bangle, chain or ring, but the real substance is only gold, is the result of enquiry. This is called Padartha Nishetaha, negation of the substantial status of bangle, chain or ring by understanding that gold alone enjoys substantiality. This is technically called Padartha padatraya nishedha. And once I negate these three substances, then the question will come, if there are no padarthas, then why should there be padam? The word itself is no meaning. Because existence of a word is relevant only when there is a corresponding object. So if the object, the padartha itself is negated, then there is no relevance to these three padams. By this understanding, I negate the word bangle, ring, chain, etc. Now, the process of understanding is this. First, I negated the padarthas. Now, I am negating the very word bangle because there is no relevance to the word bangle without its substance. This is called padatraya nishedha. So, padarthatraya nishedha and then padatraya nishedha. Padarthatraya nishedha, understood, right? See, padam is related to padartha. Padam means a word. Word is always correspondent to a substance. That is padartha. Now, gold chain, ring, bangle, these are all padam. Chain, ring, bangle. Three are padams. This padam has got an artha. What is that? The moment you say chain, it has got a form and a shape, etc. They call padartha. Now, what is the nishedha here? Real substance is not chain. Real substance is not ring. Real substance is not bangle. What is the real substance? Gold. So therefore, since chain, ring, bangle, these three padas have no real substance. So what is the real substance? Is gold. So all the three are nothing but gold alone. This understanding. Now if you equate that to Vishwa, Taijasa, Pratya. So akara, ukara, makara. So this is similarly, we have to negate the gross world, subtle world and causal world. This is equal to padarthatrayam. So first is Sthula Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Karana Prapancha. None of them have independent existence. This idea. So, Sthula Prapancha also, Vishwa, Virat. Vishwa and Virat. Vishwa is individual, Virat is total. They have no independent existence. It can exist only when Paramatma is there. In fact, whatever that you see is nothing but Paramatma. Same way, dream world also. Taijasa. dream world exists and you are able to see, you are able to experience dream world because of the presence of Lord. In fact, all the objects in the dream world is nothing but your mind, thoughts, vasanamayam swapnaha. Same way, causal body, that is karana shariram, deep sleep also, absence of experience, we saw only ignorance is there, error is not there. So that deep sleep experience also is possible. See, even though absence, experiences are absent, but you exist. So that existence, that is why we are able to get up and say, I slept well, I didn't know anything. This absence of experience is also you are aware of, aware of. So all of them are substanceless. So this negation, this is called vichara here. So onkara vichara. So Gaudapadacharya dismisses everything so easily. Other than the substance, turiyam, there is no stula prapancha or sushma prapancha or karana prapancha. This we have to reflect, we have to meditate upon this. Once substances are negated, then the relevant words are also have no existence. Therefore, the word representing stula prapancha, representing sushma prapancha, makara representing karana prapancha, all of them are negated. Akara, ukara, makara is gone. What is there? Only amatra. Padatrayam also gone. What is left out is amatra or turiyam. This is revealed in the 12th mantra. Amatra chaturtho vyavaharyaha prapanchopashamaha shivaha advaitaha evam onkara atmaiva samvishatyatmanatmanam ya evam veda amatra chaturtho vyavaharyaha prapanchopashamaha shiva advaita eva onkara atmaiva samvishatyatmanatmanam ya evam veda. So by negating the prapanchatrayam, you arrive at turiyam. By negating matratrayam, akara, ukara, makara, you arrive at the 4th one, which is called amatra. Therefore, the Upanishad points out the 4th mantra as amatra, 4th matra. Fourth matra as amatra. Now, what is that amatra? The silence which follows the sound O. It is called amatra because one cannot talk about the dimension of silence. Matra means there is a time period. See, in pronunciation of a letter, there is a time. If you elongate, it becomes 2 matras, 3 matras. That is why in Taittiriya you see a, u, ha, u, ha, u. There is an elongation. So that's why there is a time bound matra. But silence, there is no matra because there is no dimension. Silence. That's why it is called amatra. A, U, Ma, all these letters and what it represents both are finite in nature, and therefore the silence is called amatra. The silence that follows the onkara is the fourth matra, which is called amatra. Now, what is the definition of this state of amatra? It is exactly same as the definition given for turiyam in the 7th mantra. Nanda pratnyam na bahish pratnyam na upayata pratnyam na pratnyanaghanam na pratnyam na pratnyam adrishtam avyavaharyam Shantam Shivam Advaitam Manyante. You know, that 7th mantra is the definition of Turiya. Same definition is given here also for Amatra. Amatra Chadurthaha, the 4th pada, and Amatra also 4th one. Avyavaharyam, you can never talk about turiyam or silence. That's why Dakshinamurti Bhagavan Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varishistante Vasat Rishiganaihi Avartam Brahmavriddaihi Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudram Anandarupam Swatmaramam Muditavatanam Dakshinamurtim Ide. Dakshinamurtim Ide. I prostrate, salute that Dakshinamurti who gave his teaching in silence. Means what? His teaching is silence. But he indicates what is that amatra state. That is the idea. It's not that he taught in silence. Silence nobody can teach. Chinmudra, all of you know, right? Chinmudra. Body, mind, intellect, ego, Paramatma, thumb represents Paramatma. When ego is with body, mind, intellect, samsari. Then ego separates and surrenders to the Lord, one with Bhagavan, forms a circle. So, prapanchopashamaha, free from padaprapancha. This prapanchopashama word is taken, and the second chapter is the whole second chapter is explanation of that. One word. Okay. Prapanchopashama, free from padaprapancha. name and form. Akara, Ukara, Makara. The world of name. Means what? Dictionary free. Dictionary is all for words, right? Shivaha, therefore auspicious. Shivaha, Shiva stands for auspiciousness. That is why as long as Shiva is there, you are auspicious. Shiva is gone, Shava, inauspicious. Ever Anandaha Advaitaha non-dual evam Omkara Atmaiva. Thus Omkara and Atma are identical. Now you know how Omkara is sacred, how it is appropriate to the nature of Lord, isn't it? How beautiful it is. Thus, the four matras of Omkara exactly fit into the four padas of Atma. And if I know this, what will be the benefit? The benefit is samvishati atma atmanam ya evam veda. He will merge into turiyam. Turiyat jnanena turiyaha bhavati, which is his real nature. Whoever gains this knowledge, fourth matra of the Omkara, has silence. Now here one thing we should be careful. The silence should not be understood as absence of sound. Silence should be understood as the consciousness principle illumines the absence of sound. The silence is also aware of, isn't it? Now when you are in the meditation seat, mind become quiet, calm, peaceful. You say, now I am quieter. Now I am silent. Mind is silence. It's not giving me any trouble. You are aware of your silence. Now that silent mind is not Bhagavan. With that silent mind, you have to inquire, shift yourself to who is illumining the silence. So silence should be understood as the consciousness principle illumine the absence of sound. It is not mere absence of sound, but it is the consciousness principle because of which you say there is no sound. Therefore, silence is not blankness. Silence is the presence of Chaitanyam. That Chaitanyam, silence, is the fourth matra of Omkara. Therefore, to convey this idea, we should write the word silence with capital S. The beauty of this silence, the fourth matra, is that it coexists with the other three sounds. Therefore, we should understand that the amatra is Chaitanyam, consciousness. This has to be understood with this Falastuti. The Upanishad concludes the Omkara Vichara also. Now, with the 12th mantra, Upanishad is over actually. So they have Akara, Ukara, Makara, then Atma Chadushpad, Pradama Pada, Tvidiya Pada, Tvidiya Pada, Chadushpad. Both are equated and concluded saying that one who knows Turiyam and Amatra, both are one and the same. And the real substance is only Amatra state. Everything else is Nama Rupam, apparent existence. This one knows, he become Turiya. This is the conclusion. Now Gaudapadacharya explained that 12th mantra. Omkaram padasho vidyat pada matra na samshayah. Omkaram padasho jnatva na kinchitapi chintayet. Omkaram padasho vidyat pada matra na samshayah. Omkaram padasho jnatva na kinchitapi chintayet. Na kinchitapi chintayet. Kritarthatvad. Because of fulfillment of oneself, there is nothing else to be thought of. See, when thought rises, I want this, I want that, only when your mind is feeling sense of incompleteness, isn't it? But a person's mind is completely full, complete, contented, then he doesn't want anything. Now he consolidates the teaching of the Upanishad. Omkaram padasho vidyat. One should know Atma in terms of four padas. Why should one know this way? Because padaha matra na samsheha. Every pada of Atma is equal to every matra of Omkara. Therefore, one should see the equation. And Omkaram padasho jnatva. And knowing this Omkara and the four padas of Atma, Na kinchitapi chintayet. Thereafter, he need not have any other thought at all. He should abide in his swarupam. That is idea. Na kinchitapi chintayet. Happy with himself. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha. That is the meaning of the 24th month verse Karika. 25th. Yunchita pranave chetaha pranavo brahma narbhayam pranave nityayuktasya nabhayam vidyate kvachit yunchita pranave chetaha brahmanarbhayam pranave nityayuktasya nabhayam vidyate kvachit. Pranave chetaha yunchita. Having studied the Mandukya, equating Omkara and Atma, one should practice meditation. As a result of meditation, the moment he hears the word Pratamapada in his mind, he should be able to visualize the entire cosmos, Virat, Vishwa. Otherwise, they will be only mere words. Dvitiya Pada means the entire Sukshma Prapancha. Tritiya Pada means the entire Karana Prapancha. So Brahmaji and Ishvara should come. Turiya means in his mind he should see that all these three worlds are non-substantial. Like the bangle, ring and chain. His intellect should see the absence of the three. This process of absorption is called meditation. Real meditation. That's why Gurudev used to say meditation in the beginning, it is a kriyapadam, a verb. Later, the same meditation becomes a noun. The noun is called real absorption. Verb, trying to meditate, isn't it? Similarly, by dwelling upon the teaching of Mandukya, by the time he comes to the silence, the entire Sthula Sushma Karana Prapanchas should disappear. See, Sthula Prapancha will disappear when you close your eyes. But Sushma Prapancha is still active, isn't it? Your mind. Mind also goes to a certain silence after the japa, etc. Then Karana Prapancha is still there. How that Karana Prapancha come to manifest? Suddenly a thought comes from nowhere. Seventh grade teacher pinched me. Meditation. What is that? You will be surprised from where the thought comes. That's called Karana Prapancha. Subconscious. That also should subside. At that time, don't get carried away with that. Then the meditation will be on that only. Then you remember the teacher, then your olden days, how beautiful it was. I wish it was frozen. All this thought will come and take you away from meditation. Just watch. Don't even recognize it. With the moment you recognize, oh, this thought has come, now it will disturb me, then again it's gone. That's why it is called Churasya Dhara. Nihitam durastat dukkam padastat kavayo vedanti. The Kathopanishad says. This walking this path is like razor's edge. Very difficult. So these are the things one should observe in the meditation seat. So here, if you are successful, the entire Sushma, Sthula, Sushma, Karana, Prapancha should disappear. There should be only silence, awareness. This practice part the student has to do. The teaching part the teacher can do. But the meditation part the student has to do. Therefore, Gaudapada Acharya says, may you practice this meditation. What? Akara, Ukara, Makara. Pranavo Brahma Nirbhayam. Because Omkara is nothing but Nirbhayam Brahma. Later on he is going to say, Abhaye Bhayadarshinaha. You know, Brahman is Abhayam, fearless. That is one thing that you need not fear. But because of our ignorance, we are afraid. The God-fearing, we say, Abhaye Bhayadarshanam. The one in whom you need not fear, because it's your own self. How can you be afraid of your own self? But generally people are afraid of God. So, Brahma Nirbhayam means Nirgunam Brahma means attributeless Brahman. The sound part of Omkara is Sagunam Brahma. Brahma with attribute. That's why Omkara is considered very auspicious. It represents both Saguna and Nirguna. Akara, Ukara, Makara is Saguna. And Amatra, silence is Nirguna. According to Tulsidas ji, both are same. It doesn't make any difference. Saguna and Niguna both are same. Which is true. Because Saguna means with forms, isn't it? Like when you are looking at the chain, what are you looking at? You are looking at gold. The sound part of Omkara is Sagunam Brahma, and the silence part is attributeless Brahman. This you have to learn to see. All your insecurities will get secured. All our insecurities will go if you are established in this silence aspect of Omkara. Pranave Nityayuktasya, the one who dwells upon Omkara as often as possible. The Pranava Dhyanam will help us arrive at silence, the awareness. Nabhayam vidyate kochita. Once I know that I am silence, the awareness, then I am not afraid of death. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Shariras are subject to negation, and all are mortal, time bound. But I, the awareness, is free from mortality. Thus you become free from nabhayam vidyate kuchit, free from fear. Nothing can make you scared, Bhayam. That is why in 16th chapter, Devasura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga, first quality is Abhayam. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi. When you have Sattva Samshuddhi, purity of mind, the first quality is what? Abhayam. There is nothing to hide. What is there? Whenever you have something to hide, then only Bhayam comes. You are transparent. There is no fear. Okay, that's the meaning of the 25th verse. Pranavo hyaparam brahma pranavascha parasmritaha apurvo nantaro bhahyaha anapara pranavo vyaha pranavo hyaparam brahma apurvo nantaro bhahyaha. All these karikas are Omkara Dhyana karikas. Pranavahi aparam brahma. Pranava means Omkara alone. That is called aparam. Aparam is equal to Saguna Brahma. Param is supreme, silence. Aparam means Saguna Brahma. Pranavascha paraha smritaha. Omkara is Nirgunam Brahma also, without attributes. How can one Omkara represent both Saguna and Nirguna? The first three matras represent Sagunam. Turiyam, Amatra or silence represent Nirgunam Brahma. What is the glory of Nirgunam Brahma? Pranavaha means here the Amatra Rupa Omkara. Apurva Anantara Abhahya, without any second thing, either inside or outside. Bangle is inside gold or outside gold. There is no bangle and hence there is no question of inside outside. Anantaraha, there is no matter outside or inside. There is no matter outside or inside of consciousness. And what is matter? A word we use and get into trouble. Therefore, Anantaraha Abhahyaha. Then Apurvaha Anaparaha. Purva means Karanam, cause, and Aparam means Karyam, effect. Apurvam Anaparam means beyond cause and effect. In the beginning of the Upanishad said the first two padas, Jagrat and Swapnam, are Karyam, effects. And the cause is the deep sleep state, Karana Shariraha, causal body. Therefore, Turya is what? Karya Karana Vilakshanam. Param. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Param Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Now, Vivek Chudamani. Meditation verse. Jati Niti Kula Gotra Dhurakam Amarupa Guna Dosha Varchitam Isha Kala Prinivati Vartiyat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. So Karya Karana Vilakshanam Param, beyond time and space, and therefore we cannot locate. Therefore, Avyayaha, beyond changes. Changes are possible within time. That which is beyond time, no change possible. Sarvasya pranavo hyati madhyamandastathaiva cha evam hi pranavam jnatva vyasnute tadanantaram. Sarvasya pranavo hyadihi madhyamandastadaiva cha evam hi pranavam jnatva vyasnute tadanantaram. Going back to the gold example, gold is the truth and the only substance pervades every part of the ornaments. The entire ornaments pervades the gold. So too the entire Karya Prapancha pervades Turiyam. Pranavaha Amatra Pranavaha Sarvasya Adi, the beginning of everything, Madhya, middle, Antaha, end. Evam hi pranavam jnatva, thus understanding this pranava in this way, silence is that my real nature. In silence, everything else is gone, but you are there as the witness of silence. Thus, own up this awareness as your own self. Thus knowing, tadanandaram, instantaneously, Vishnute, one merges into Turiyam. Knowing Turiyam is merging Turiyam. Okay. Twenty 8. Pranavam Hishwaram Vidyad Sarvasya Hridi Samstitam Sarvavyapinam Omkaram Matva Dhiro na shochati. Pranavam hi Ishwaram Vidyat Sarvavyapinam Omkaram Matva Dhiro na shochati. There is no God other than Pranava. Ik Onkar Sattanam. Guru Granth Sahib. Ik Onkar Sattanam. पंजाबी में बोलते हैं उसको. Now, Om has got two meanings. One is the sound part of Omkara, but the implied meaning of Omkara is the silence part of Omkara that follows. Direct meaning is sound and implied meaning is silence. Silence means not blankness, the consciousness which make you know the silence. Therefore, Omkara implies the consciousness, awareness. Therefore, Gaudapadacharya says, Pranavam, the Omkara is Ishwaraha. Vidyat. Understand that this Pranavam is Ishwaraha, is the Lord. Sarvasya Hriti Samstitam. He resides in the heart of all. That's why in Puja Vithanam also, after doing Sodashopachara Puja, the last one you say what? Tishta Tishta Parastane Sustane Parameshwara Yatra Brahmadayo Deva Sarve Tishtandi Me Hriti. Because you are residing in my heart, I am not able to see you. So I have taken out and given you a form to worship. Then afterwards I sent you back. There it was. So, sarvasya hridi samstitam. He resides in the heart of all. Omkara, the consciousness, is in the heart of everyone, witnessing presence of thought and absence. This awareness is kept all the time. Then you become a yogi, muni. Therefore, the Omkara consciousness is residing in the mind of all, and therefore Omkara is all-pervading. Idimatva. Having known this, dhiraha, thinking person, na shochati, no grief in life. There is no samsara at all. Why? You are the Lord. Why should there be sorrow? Sorrow is only when you forget Him. So always remember Him means what? You are that Paramatma. Iti bhava. I am Satchidananda. Aham Brahmasmi. These are all Upanishad declarations. They cannot be false. Last verse in this Agama Prakarana. Amatro nanta matrascha Dvaitasyopasamah Shivaha Omkaro vidito yena Samunirnetaro janaha. Here, amatro nanda matrasya dvaitasyopasamah Shivaha Omkaro vidito yena samunirnetaro janaha. Here, Gaudapadacharya reminds us the definition of amatra as given in the 12th mantra. So far, he emphasized on meditation, and only in this mantra he comments upon the 12th mantra. What is amatra? Anantamatrascha. It is a matra which has no limitation, both time-wise or space-wise. Therefore, it is called Anantamatra. Therefore, in meditation, we should not work for the relative silence, which has got limitation. Anantamatra. Amatra means Anantamatra. It's not limited silence. Right now, when we feel it in meditation, what we experience is limited silence. As long as you are in the meditation seat, you are silent. The moment you get up, that silence is gone. That is called limited silence. So we are talking about, therefore in meditation, we should not work for the relative silence, which has got limitation. Silence you enjoy in meditation is a relative silence, because the moment they come out of meditation, sound you hear outside displaces the silence and get disturbed. The silence of Vedanta is that Chaitanyam which is always there. Therefore, Ananta Matraha, absolute silence is limitless, is Dvaitasya Upashamaha, no duality, Prapanchopashamaha, and therefore Shivaha, ever auspicious, never disturbed by noise. There was some passage I read somewhere. This priest trying to meditate middle of the night. So he heard the frogs croaking. It was disturbing him. Then afterwards, he advanced in the meditation. Then the croaking of the frogs, he joined. That means that no more it became a disturbance. So the Mahatmas, our Gurudev used to say, the Mahatmas used to say in Himalayas, they don't want to come down because it is noisy, samsara. So they like to remain there only, undisturbed. But they used to say that is not correct, that silence has to be there always, even among noise. Yena Onkaraha Viditaha. That person who recognizes Onkara in this manner, Sahamuni, he is a real sage, real wise person. Na itaraha janaha, not others. So, with this, the first chapter ends. Second chapter is called Vaitathya Prakaranam. We will take that next class, okay? So we have completed the Agama Prakarana. Agama Prakarana, Agama means Vedas, because this chapter is predominantly Vedas. So it is named as Agama Prakarana. So Agama, the word is used for other things also. Agama Shastra is used for temple building, temple construction, temple this deities. That is also Agama. It also comes from Bhagavan. So I will talk about it next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Harihi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.